Who's the host for tomorrow? Shamim? No. According to the program. Make sure if it's your day to stage host, one of your responsibilities as a stage host is breaking the ice, preparing the audience. Are we together? Give the next presenter energy and vibe to start on a high note. Are we together? So they start delivering immediately. Now, ladies and gentlemen, today I want to start by talking about this powerful presentation we are going to have tomorrow. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is Independence Day. Not so? Yes. And for us, we are saying we are going to use it to launch a campaign and a program towards our financial and time independence. Are we together? According to the politicians, tomorrow is independence politically. For us tomorrow, we are beginning our struggle, our journey to what? Financial and time independence. And that's why we are going to be blessed. We are going to be chanced with an opportunity that tomorrow's presentation, the whole of it, is going to be done by none other than the CEO himself. Ladies and gentlemen, he's going to be profiling his journey, how network marketing, how the system has changed his life. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow the closing will begin from the profile. Are we together? Tomorrow's presentation, ladies and gentlemen, people are going to sign up even before they see how much they need to sign up. Ladies and gentlemen, do you want one guest tomorrow? Do you want 10? If I were you, this whole section would be mine. I want you to fight to fill the hall tomorrow. Are we together? Don't bother, don't worry about will people fit. Let your people fill the hall. Others will sort themselves. Others will sort themselves. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is going to be so powerful. Tomorrow is the day you're going to begin a new chapter with OQATA Wellness Solutions. And ladies and gentlemen, another very powerful thing, why actually this is the best time to do business. Ladies and gentlemen, those who are working with me know that I've started afresh. Why? The NDO. This book here. I want everyone to put up their copy. If you didn't get a copy, please go and buy. Please go and buy. I'm being honest with you, ladies and gentlemen. Those of you who have gone through this, you realize, or you have realized, how we've lost very many people because we didn't tell them the right thing. Ladies and gentlemen, if you are lucky that your downline is still in business, look for them, call them, do this for them. They're going to come back. They are going to restart the business. Are we together? I've already made appointments with my several directs. All of them, as long as I'm done who sponsored you, we are starting. I already started. On Saturday, I did the first. Tomorrow, I'm meeting another group. I am going through again. Bring your name list. I don't care whether you are an emerald. As long as I'm your sponsor, I am launching you. Because I didn't launch you. Because the NDO has just come. Are you ready to kickstart your business? Number 2, ladies and gentlemen. In our morning sales, we are not doing the NDO. No. We are just teaching you how the NDO is supposed to be done. We are teaching you, we are discussing how the NDO is supposed to be done. But we are not doing the NDO. So leaders, once again, you are not the one, me Hamson, who is conducting the morning sale with this script. I'm not the one supposed to sign for everyone in that sale. I sign for the ones I've sat down with and done what? Oriented, word after word. They take the action after action. The ones I'm going to be supervising. Don't launch someone who you are not going to be working with. That's why, ladies and gentlemen, this NDO, once again, it's done by your sponsor. It's done by your sponsor. Not Hamson because he's an emerald. No. Not Aziz because he's an emerald. No. Not Tumushime because he's an emerald. No. Is this one working with you? No. They are not the ones to sign for you. Their part to sign is at the back. It's where? At the back. Are we together? It's at the back. So make sure those, if you know your downline is attending online, if Patel conducts the morning sale, he's not one to sign for them. If Aziz conducts the morning sale, he's not one to sign for them. Is he the one who's seeing your name list? No. Is he the one who's going to monitor that name list every day if it is growing? No. Is he the one who's going to close for you? No. Is he the one who's seeing the people inviting? No. Is he the one? You are making a commitment to Hamson. But is it Hamson who is going to be working with you every day? No. We are making a mistake. If your cell leader has signed for you, go back. Yes, he has signed. It's okay. But go back and do it with your sponsor or do it with your working upline. The only person who's supposed to sign on these activities is only your sponsor, if your sponsor is as new as you. Because I know some of us, you joined today, after 1 week you've sponsored someone. Not so? Some of them also don't know. You have a working upline. Who is the sponsor of your sponsor? The sponsor of your sponsor. He or she is down to do the NDO with you, but in your presence also. In your presence. Why? Because, ladies and gentlemen, these commitments you are making are work commitments with the person you're going to be working with. All together. I was sharing in myself that I have had a very big burden in OQATA. Do you know why? I made very many commitments with very many people because I presented to almost every person I sponsored. I presented for them. I made commitments with their downlines. So every downline feels they are attached to who? To Hamson. Because who presented to them? Hamson. Who closed? Hamson. Who got them started into the business? Hamson. Who launched them into the business? Hamson. So who do they call when they have problems? Hamson. You become Mr. Problems. But they have uplines, they have their sponsors, they have their working uplines, but they skip all of them and come back to the person who they made commitments with. My question is, if let's say Dennis signs for everyone in Project Pros because he's the one leading their sale, will he manage? No. He's the one who's going to be in charge of your team, yet you have your upline. Are we together? So, ladies and gentlemen, in the morning sale, what we are doing, how many of us have reached chapter 3? Not chapter 3, activity number 3. How many of us are still on 1? How many of us in your sale, you're still on chapter 1? Number 1. You finished it today? No. Today you're supposed to be getting done with 3. Now, that's where now I'm saying that the cell leader is the one who's doing the what? The NDO, if you're still on 1. Your cell leader or the facilitator of the day is just meant to do what? To take you through. You realize that the CEO, when he was on stage last time, he gave us an overview, a general overview, not so, of each activity. But this time, the moderator in the cell is supposed to do what? To take you through, give you an overview of what it's supposed to be like, or how it's supposed to be done. So that you, the upline, because you know some of you are 6 months, 5 months in network marketing. This is now also enlightening you, opening your minds to understand how is it supposed to be done. Then you go sit down with your distributor, your downline, your sponsored person, your working downline, the one you're working with, and do for them an NDO. And that's when you sign. That's when you sign. Those dreams, it's your upline who should know them. The commitment, it's with your, even you as an upline, when I'm signing, I sign for those I'm going to commit to. I was very open to them in myself. I told them, guys, people are coming to me saying, Hamson, I was promised a strong leg. Hamson, I was promised spillovers. They are saying, Hamson, I don't have them. I'm asking them, am I the one who made the commitment? No, I'm not the one. God, the one who made the commitment. Because even me, there are those I made a commitment to. There are those I made a commitment to. Are we together? So, ladies and gentlemen, now do you know what to do? So, tomorrow, or today, please, sales, try to catch up. Are we together? So that in 13 days, you are done. Because after 13 days, we are now going to go back to the normal scripts. Are we together? So once again, in the morning sales, we are not doing the NDO. We are just showing you how the NDO is supposed to be done. So ladies and gentlemen, today, we want to talk about master prospecting. Ladies and gentlemen, we are beginning phase number 2 of OQATA Wellness Solutions. Why? We are relaunching our teams. Meaning that when I was in Bar, I was telling them, ladies and gentlemen, it was a leaders meeting, and I told them, imagine the business you have today. What if you can get the same business times 2? You have 50 downlines. What if you can get another great leader to bring you more 50 people? I was telling them, what if I can get another Nicholas Riatemba? What if I can get another Chisembo? What if I can get another Jaria? Are they there? Yes, they are. All I need is, can I restart? Can I restart? Can I re-engage? Can I go back to the original basics, which are what? Prospecting, inviting, presenting. I need to put aside, yes, the mentorships, they will remain. But it simply means that I need to multitask them all. Are we together? That's, ladies and gentlemen, today we are going to talk about prospecting. And they're saying some facts about prospecting. They are saying, ladies and gentlemen, no one outgrows prospecting. You must keep prospecting whether you are new or old. It's about confidence. People buy you before they buy the business or the products. Practice makes perfect. You have to be willing to stay in the game long enough to get good enough. Prospecting is a learnable skill. You must put the time to learn. And ladies and gentlemen, once again, as you are doing these NDOs, I want you to be so keen. Those who have done chapter 3 today, or activity number 3, which is a name list. Ladies and gentlemen, make sure, and I repeat, make sure, as people are writing the name list, ask them, who is this? 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 Why? You are allowing your downlines to start with TikTokers, to start with people on Facebook, to start with strangers. They are leaving out dad, mom, uncle, aunt, sister, OB, OG, oldest friend, closest friend, my girlfriend, my ex-girlfriend. They're leaving them out. And yet these are people who will join them not because they are good, not because they have a testimony, but because they know them, because they trust them, because they know how honest they are, because they know how committed they are, because they know how persistent they are. A stranger is signed by impression. A stranger is signed by impression. The first impression. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, your friends are not going to be signed by the good testimony you have at the beginning. For those who are joining business afresh, those who are starting business afresh, those who are just joining the business. Most of your first downlines are going to be people close to you. Do you know why I was able to sponsor very many people at the beginning? Do you know why my business took off very fast? Because, ladies and gentlemen, I was only in my close friends. Very close friends. Actually, very, very close. Very close. When I mean close, I mean very close. Are we together? Jalia was my very good friend. Not just a business partner, but a very good friend. When I had challenges, I would call her. When she had challenges, she would call me. Ruth, the same. Chisembo, the same. Nicholas was my upline, but me and Nicholas, we agreed. I am not his downline, he's not my downline. Those who were at Dream Team, you remember Dennis. Me and Nicholas, it's not upline, downline, because he has been my upline, I've also been his upline. It has always been, we are equal. We sit and agree. When I don't have money, I tell him openly, Nicholas, should you tell a stranger, see namu, business eganye nga fuluma? When I go to Daddy Muhire, who was working with my dad since the 1970s and 80s, I am equally working with my dad. He's a gentleman who come and say, Hamson, I'm not advising you as my son. Then I also tell him, now I'm advising you as your upline. Are we together? Like, that's how the relationship is. When I look at Emery, I am the guy who mentored Emery from day one. Even when we were not doing business together, we were still communicating normally. He comes to Kampala, he calls me. Here's another company. I don't care. When I told him, Emery, come, he would come immediately. And people ask me, but Thompson, how are you signing these people? They have been my buddies. They have been my buddies. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, make sure as you do that activity of the name list, people write their natural market. They are natural. If he's a Mufumbira, look for the Chifumbira names on the list. If they're not there, they are lying you. You started from SMAC. Where are the SMACists? You're lying. This is not a name list. Are we together? You come from Kampala. Where are the Baganda names? I'm not seeing them. You are Musubuzi. Who are the business people on that name list? Because everyone has got a natural market. And the first reason why you sign someone, you want a natural market. And it's not on the list. They are telling you people that have picked on TikTok. Guys, those are things that come later. Not at the beginning. Ladies and gentlemen, sort and don't sell. Prospecting isn't about selling. It's about asking questions. If they are not qualified as the right prospects, move on. Ladies and gentlemen, we are going to talk about going to pick contacts. Collecting a decision and move. Collect a decision and move on. If someone is not interested, don't insist. Give them time. If someone says, I don't want to give you my number, it is okay. If someone says, I'm not interested, it is okay. It's not a crime. Because not every time you go in that shop, you buy. For you, why do you want everyone to buy from you? How many of us have ever gone in a shop and you feel ashamed because of what you've done? You go there, sir, I want white t-shirts. They bring number 1, number 2, number 3, number 4, number 5, number 6. Then, do you also have like black ones? I also want to have a mix. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 7, 10, down. Then after, now what you money? Send the chocolate. Or you have the money, but you remember, oh, Randy Road, I cannot buy a t-shirt today. I cannot buy a shirt today. You know what? I will not buy it today. You now start pretending. This one was good, but I don't like the strip here. This one was good, but I thought it was zip. I can see their buttons. I wanted the zipper. If you get them, you call me again. Then you start pretending. Let me organize the t-shirts again. The guy says, no, it's okay, you leave them. I'll do it. But inside you feel, what I've done is not good. Not so. Even you, when a prospect comes and they say no, they are repaying you for what you did. Are we together? They are repaying you for what you did. So don't feel bad about it. When you're in a taxi and tell someone, give me a number, and they say no, say, it is okay. Smile. Do you know the one who smiles last always wins? The one who says thank you always wins. The one who says I'm sorry always wins, no matter what happens. If I want you to imagine, guys, someone comes and provokes you and you say, no, it's okay. How does that person feel? Or imagine you're provoking someone and the guy says, it's okay, no problem. How do you feel who's trying to be provocative? You feel embarrassed. You feel embarrassed. You abuse someone so badly. The guy says, it's okay, no problem. I understand. How do you feel? Are we together? You feel stupid. Ladies and gentlemen, it's the same thing. When a prospect says, no, I cannot give you my number, say it's all right. But it was nice meeting you. The guy feels, I think I was too harsh on this guy. I think the guy was genuine. Some of them have that impact in them. You say, you hear them say, it's okay, the number is here. They'll say, okay, I'm always skeptical about giving out my number, but it's okay, it's here. Because you showed them, it's okay even when they don't give you the number. Are we together? And ladies and gentlemen, do you know the truth? Do you know why it is easy to build a strong relationship with people you interact with to get their contacts versus the online people? It's because of that meeting point memory, the experience it creates. It's always long-lasting in your mind. A guy who directed you when you were stranded in one day, that memory remains. It does what? It remains. But I can go on Facebook and I tell you, hey, even though I sent you a message. How many of us have gone on Facebook, you send a request, then when you go to check, you find you sent a message before. You find you see someone online, you're like, hey, I've seen a good prospect. Let me go to the inbox. You find you have been chatting all along. Why? There is no interaction. There is no experience you have with this person. There's nothing written down in your memory about them. It was just hi, you just sent. You cannot forget a guy who you approached and said no. Can you? You cannot. But I can forget everyone. I sent those initial messages, hi, when I'm sending friend requests. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, don't waste time on the wrong people. Connect with prospects without a sense of attachment. Listen, do not persuade. Ladies and gentlemen, listen and identify a potential challenge or pain point in this person as you're prospecting them. What we are talking about is a process before you invite someone to come for the business presentation. All together. Ladies and gentlemen, take time. This person whose contact you have picked, follow up on them that same day. If you pick my contact today, if you come to me, hi, how are you? You're looking smart. What's your name? I'm called Hamson. You know what? I love your necktie. You know those pickup lines that we use. Not so? I love your necktie. Where do you buy the necktie from? Is it okay I get your number so that tomorrow I also want to buy actual neckties, but I would like to use the same guy you bought from. Is it okay if you can give me your number so that tomorrow you can direct me? Is it fine? Yeah, it's okay. My number is here. Ladies and gentlemen, don't wait. Some of us wait for Hamson to call, or you wait when that time reaches when you want to invite them. That's when you want to make the first phone call. Ladies and gentlemen, Hamson might have forgotten you. Maybe you got his number when he was in a rush. Maybe you got his number when there was when there were so many things on his mind. Are we together? The best thing to do is in the evening, go and call back every person whose number you did what? You picked. Hi, Hamson. Hi. This is John. You picked mine. Actually, I picked your number. I am the guy who was asking you about neckties. I wanted to double confirm your number. Or you can even tell them, I wanted to know if you reached home safely. You told me you're going to one day here. Did you reach safely? Yeah, wonderful. Otherwise, your day was good? Yeah. Thank you so much. I'll call when I'm going to the Kasem plug. Now, Hamson, his mind has cleared. Now he says, oh, I remember you, Mr. Aziz. I remember you. I remember you during the day. Yeah. Are you fine yourself? Yes. Wonderful. It's okay. Please call me tomorrow. That even if Hamson, his mind was crowded at that time, he now has your face properly scanned. How many of us have ever met people, then you cannot remember their faces? You try to pull the face, you cannot remember it properly because time has gone by. Or how many of us, moment of truth, how many of us in your phone book, you have Paul, but you don't know who Paul is? How many of us, you have Mary in your phone book? Mary is saved as Mary. The number is the one for Mary is. Do you have them? Yes. Do you know how that comes about? You picked the number for Mary, from Mary, but you didn't call back. The memory was erased. When you call back, you're saying, "Hi, Mary. Hi. Who's this?" "This is Hamson." "Which Hamson?" In the first place, you've said, "Hi, Mary," and they said, "Yes, this is Mary." But you cannot remember where you picked Mary's number. Do you know what most of us do? "I think it's the wrong number." Is it the wrong? Are you sure it's the wrong number? Yet Mary has said, "I am Mary." That's what it is. Me, when I'm saving my contacts, if I pick your number, I add something as a reminder. Never save Mary as Mary, unless if she's your sister. Mary restaurant, Mary taxi, Mary one day gear, Mary food, Mary whatever, Mary this, Mary that. That when you call, you have got a memory about them. That you can tell them, "Yes, Mary, how are you? This is Hamson. We met in one day gear." Because there is something to show that's where you met from. Are you together? And remember again, even those who have business cards, how many of us at your home, you have a cluster of business cards, but you don't know who the owners are? So embarrassing. Why did you pick the business card in the first place? So day one, ladies and gentlemen, call these people back and initiate that or begin the conversation and listen to them so that you can get to know who is this person. Are you together? Offer to provide a solution to their problem. The moment to identify one in. When you pick this person's number, straight away, start asking them. There is, you remember the acronym form? Family, occupation, recreation, and message. Others call it what? Motivation. Others call it what? Whatever you call it. But everyone, ladies and gentlemen, has got a family they belong to. They're either married, either it's theirs, or they're in another person's family. Not so. It's general. Call them in the evening and ask them, "How are you? How was your day? How is your family? How are the kids?" Are we together? Everyone has got a family they belong to. Ask them. Ask them, "How was work?" Everyone has got an occupation. Some are still studying. They'll say, "No, I'm not employed. I'm still a what? A student." Now you know. They say, "Oh, work was okay. Oh, okay, that's good. By the way, where do you work from?" "I work, maybe, I am a lecturer at YMCA." "Oh, wonderful, wonderful, that's good. I know YMCA, by the way. You guys used to host these tournaments of basketball, and you guys always like, it's a vibrant, I've seen it's a vibrant institution." "Yeah, it's very good, it's very good. So, how is it?" It's okay, but you know, nowadays. Now there, you're identifying what? Problems. You know, we're having a strike as lecturers, our salaries have delayed. You're identifying what? Problems. Under recreation, it's a weekend. "Man, how are you? How was the weekend? How did you spend your weekend?" "Swimming." "How do you spend your weekend?" "I was at the beach. I was having family time. I was dropping my kids to school." You are identifying what is within their life. How do they spend their life? How is your evening? Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, from whatever you identify from them, provide a what? A solution. You know, by the way, I heard you working. Do you mind? How many of us remember the scripts we did here of invitation? Do you mind listening to an opportunity that can help you earn a supplementary income? I'm working in a restaurant in Wandegeya. Are we together? I'm working in a restaurant in Wandegeya. It's so small. Okay. Are you open to new ideas? Because obviously, ladies and gentlemen, if someone says they're a waiter in Wandegeya, those people by default are open. There are some jobs that people are doing in transition. They're in transition, not so. There are some jobs which are transitional jobs. They're not permanent jobs. Every waiter gets it from me. They are looking for a job. They're looking for a better job. Unless if they're working in Serena. But they're looking for an opportunity also. They're looking for more money. Are we together? So ladies and gentlemen, get to know who is my prospect. Spend more time in the listening mode, not closing mode. Listening mode. The more you listen to someone, the more you know their vulnerabilities. The more you know their weaknesses. The more you know their challenges. The more you get to know who this person is, and the easier it becomes for you to connect with them. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, if you find yourself arguing with a prospect, then you are doing the wrong thing. If you ever find yourself being abusive, being argumentative, finding yourself defending yourself, then ladies and gentlemen, you are doing the wrong thing. Ladies and gentlemen, address all objections. When a prospect raises an objection, it is a chance for you to close them by answering their concerns. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, when people say, what is it about? You guys, I see you're too busy. What do you guys do? Whatever. They're simply saying, elaborate more. Are we together? When they say, yes, you've told me that, you know what, you have very good products which can work for my mother. How do they work? That is a what? They are giving you an easy way to inviting them. That's why I want you to come and get all the details about what we are doing. The same applies to when you are closing a guest after the presentation. Ladies and gentlemen, most of us are scared of questions. I see very many people running away to their uplines because they feel upline can handle the questions better. Guys, the truth is you are running away from actually the answers. How many of us have read this book of Questions and the Answers? That the more questions they ask you, the more answers you have for them. And the more answers you answer, the closer someone gets. When someone remains in the mode of confusion, in the mode of uncertainty, in the mode of whatever curiosity, they are far away from being signed. That's why many people who come here, they're excited. I don't have questions. Me tomorrow, my money is ready. Most of them never come. Do you know why? They go back with all the questions they had. That even if they loved the business on site, even if they love business on site, when they reach home, the questions keep on buzzing their minds. The questions keep running in their minds. And ladies and gentlemen, the more they realize they don't have answers to the first question, to the second question, to the third question, the more they now start saying, I think this was a scam. I think this guy wanted to con me. Now I remember why the guy was saying pay now. Now I remember why the guy was being assertive. Now I remember why he wanted me to buy today. Yes, now I know. That's the answer they now give themselves. That now you've become a scammer. And so guys not speaking. You wonder what happened to a very positive guy. A guy who was like, I am here to buy a Range Rover in the next 6 months. I am here to build the biggest team. I'm here to make this money. You wonder, what has happened to that mindset? The questions were not answered. Why? You didn't listen to any. They've gone back with all the questions done what? And answered. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, they are saying, if your prospect has no objection, they are usually not interested. Oh, they didn't understand. They didn't understand. Ladies and gentlemen, they are saying, Don't expect your prospect to just join or buy when you present to them. Ladies and gentlemen, always endeavor, always fight for your prospect to ask you what? Questions. Welcome them. Because ladies and gentlemen, these objections are the stumbling blocks that they are simply saying, how do you get two people? If you don't answer, if you don't show me how to get two people, then I'm not joining. I'm not joining. Or they are saying, I love your business, but you know what? Getting people is my problem. And if I cannot get two people, then I don't have any business with you. Are we together? Some are going to tell you, you know what? I don't have the money. I cannot get this money. Let me be honest, ladies and gentlemen. If you don't answer that question on, I don't have money, but I want to be a member. If you don't answer it, don't expect a sign up. Because they're simply saying, mentally, I believe I cannot raise the money. So if I cannot raise the money, I have no business with you. Are we together? So it's upon you to sit them down and, ladies and gentlemen, show them how they can raise the money. Show them, open their minds, trigger their minds. I remember when I signed up in MLM, I didn't have the 1-point-something million they wanted from me. But remember, this is what my parent told me. The word capital comes from the word capitas, which is a Greek word which means what? The head. Capital is not what is in your pocket. It is what your head can generate. I said, wow, this is true. So how to raise the money? I remember my parent telling me, you know what, Samson? Do you have any savings? No. What do you have? Nothing. With enthusiasm, nothing. Totally nothing. Because I was so young and I was like, maybe this guy might feel sorry for me and he pays for me. The guy said, no, Samson. There are things we call symbols of wealth. Symbols of? What are symbols of wealth? They are fancy things you have that show you are rich, but in reality you're not rich. You have an iPhone. Why are you carrying an iPhone when you cannot raise 550? Go and downgrade. Go and downgrade. Come from iPhone 15 that you have, iPhone 13 that you have. Sell it, buy item. Put the money in the business. Work and buy the iPhone that you want. You have a 55-inch screen in your home. You are watching like a rich man. You are watching like a rich man. But you don't have 550,000. Go and sell it. Buy the one with the these ones which have got the nyash. Go and buy the nyash screen, not the flat screen. Put 550 in the business. Work so hard. Buy a screen. Go and buy a better one. But this time with money in the pocket. This time, you can afford to subscribe for Netflix. This time, you can afford to subscribe for DSTV. Are we together? I was told the same. I went and got my car. I had a car refrigerator. I had a carpet. I went and sold. I had a small business in Kansang. I sold it off. Then I called my father. After they have sold what they have, ask them, where can you get the balance from? Do you have people who trust you? If someone says, I don't have anyone who trusts me, you are dealing with their own character. How do you say you don't have anyone who trusts you at 25 years, at 30 years? I said, yeah, they are there. My father trusts me. My sisters trust me. Do you think your father can give you the money? Yes. Call him. I got on the phone. You don't need to tell me the words to use. I know how to get money from my father. I know what he wants to hear. I don't need to be involved. Don't get my father's number and call him for you to raise money from me. He doesn't know you. You don't know what he wants to listen to. I know better. Are we together? Tell this person, your husband can give you the money. She knows how to get the money from the husband. That's none of your business. Tell her, if you don't have the money yourself, you don't have something you own, tell your husband to lend you the money. You'll pay back. You'll pay back. Are we together? Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, all the objections they give you, you must give them an answer. Nicholas came to me, I remember. He had the same question. Hamson, I've loved your business, but I don't have the money. I told Nicholas, don't you worry. What do you have? He said, I have a phone. He had even a customer phone. I said, no, you need the phone to make phone calls. You know, there's whereby someone is at the bare minimum. He was at the bare minimum of a phone. I needed the what? The phone to make the calls. He said, I have my screen. So I told him, yeah, we can install the screen. When we reached his room, he said, we are selling the screen. Do I need the extension cable? No. Do I need the... He said, get everything, let us go. Are we together? Then look at the flat line. It is okay. My neighbor will give me a flat line. Can we go? We carried everything. Went to Chukumi. Nicholas in 2 days was a member. Are we together? Tell them, I am not saying go and sell. I'm giving you ideas. As a sharp person, they'll go and think also. You are just showing them creativity. You're showing them creativity. What you want is opening up their minds to show them, you know what? This can be done. Ladies and gentlemen, some objections are common and predictable. Answer them in your story or presentation. That's why it's very good, ladies and gentlemen, tell your story always. Some things will be answered. Don't allow prospects, once again, don't allow prospects to interject when you're presenting, to interrupt when you're presenting. Don't allow them to ask questions when you're still presenting. Tell them it's okay. It is okay. We are going to have a session where we are going to answer all the questions. Because some of them we're going to ask them, and I'm going to answer some of them throughout the what? Through the presentation. Right together. And ladies and gentlemen, you get paid for results and effort you put in. They're saying, ladies and gentlemen, don't just create time for prospecting. Make prospecting part of your life. Don't go to prospect. Prospect as you go. Ladies and gentlemen, the key to closing more transactions is scheduling appointments. You must call enough leads to create a prospecting flow. Or a prospect flow. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, schedule a specific time to call prospects for appointments. Go pick numbers. Go, ladies and gentlemen, inviting. Yes, I know we have power hours, but I want you to make it your culture. As you go, be inviting. There's no specific area where to invite from. Are we together? But power hour is so important because, ladies and gentlemen, it increases on your commitment towards that activity. That's what power hour does. But even after power hour, we are not saying phone calls cannot be made after power hour. Even after power hour, make phone calls. Are we together? You are having a meal. You are walking. You're in a taxi. You're home doing nothing. You are watching. Make that phone call. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, schedule as many appointments as possible. They are saying, be on the lookout. Use every opportunity to connect with people. Everywhere we go, there are people. At work, those who are employed. As you walk, as you work, as you go to work, as you come here, as you're in a taxi, all these are people. People enter the taxi and smile to you. Smile back as a networker and say, hi. You know, when you smile to a networker, you're simply saying, I am ready. Also tell them, I am also ready for you. Someone is smiling, and then you know. Are we together? People are entering you, people are coming to visit you, and they're all going through just like that. All these are clients for your coffee. These are clients for your products. These are clients for your business. Ladies and gentlemen, as you eat, as you go for lunch, there are these common faces in the restaurants you go to. Approach those people. Approach those people. There's a guy who has mastered prospecting called Ricky. Ricky at prospecting, very little. I remember we were crossing somewhere. We were crossing, actually it was in front of Ham Towers. So as we were crossing, there are these ladies who were jumping in the road and coming back, jumping and coming back. Rick says, no, don't worry. I'm here as your bodyguard. I'll protect you from the cars. Let me help you to cross. The lady smiled all through as we crossed the road and said, no, you ladies are looking very smart. Already, he has broken the ice. He has broken the what? The ice. A compliment, ladies and gentlemen, offering or extending a hand of help, ladies and gentlemen, helps you in breaking the ice very fast. When you meet someone, the first thing is, you are looking very smart. Everyone is always smart. All of us, when we are leaving home, we leave home in our most comfortable dress code every day. Even if it is dirty, it's the most comfortable one. Even if it's a torn one, it's the most comfortable one. How many of us have been at home, you put on something, they're like, no. Today, I don't feel this is going to be appealing. You go and change it. How many of us has happened? All of us has happened. So by the time you move out of the house, you feel, I'm comfortable with my hair. How many of us, you've seen your hair not well kept? You go in the mirror, but you still say, no, today I want to feel like a Rastafarian. You still move out of the house. And you're okay with it. Anyone who tell you are smart, they are okay with it because they already know. Just make it genuine. How do you make it genuine? Tell them what has made them look smart. Are we together? Is it a pin? Is it the necktie? Is it the hairstyle? Don't tell them you're looking good. You have a very good nose. Do not compliment on the physical parts. Are we together? Do not tell someone, I like the behind. No. They are going to say now this one, the intentions are what? Different. Are we together? Make sure, ladies and gentlemen, compliment these people. It's like there are these people we meet in the restaurants every day. Say, man, do you enjoy it? It's like you enjoy this food here the same way I do what I enjoy it. I've been seeing you every day. I say, yeah, man, this restaurant is the best. By the way, have you tested their beans? Have you tested their meat? Look at what they are not eating at that particular time. I still come every day. Have you tested their chicken, by the way? Because we've seen they're eating beef. Are we together? They say, I've tested it. They said, man, these guys have got the best chicken, even if it's not. You're just breaking the ice. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, be free. It's not about telling people have business. Who told you they want business? First qualify them. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, be on the lookout as you do what? As you buy groceries. People in the supermarkets. Are we together? Sometimes, ladies and gentlemen, you want to be naive. Go to this person. By the way, where can I get the toilet papers? I said, then I said, where? Like, be as if you're not even seeing them. Then I'll be like, okay, let me show you. Come, I show you. They are here. Oh, thank you so much. I've been moving around the whole day. I've not seen them. You're a good person. Thank you so much. By the way, my name is Hamson. What's your name? Did I talk about business? I talked about the toilet paper. Guys, anything. You can use anything. There is no script for prospecting. It's not there. Anything. You are in a party. You're on a table. You're looking at each other like this. Bring more drinks. More drinks. Okay, where are you? And people are in front of you like, I don't have prospects for tomorrow. Ask them. By the way, my name is Samson. This guy's wedding is my birthday. This guy was stubborn. Are you related to the guy? The guy says, no, he's also my birthday. Oh, your birthday? From where? Just have the conversation. You're in a party. Many times, most of the places you meet with people, there is something connecting you. Every person you meet, either geographically, that's where they stay, or if it's in a party, you are either a friend to the groom or a friend to the bride, or you are a relative to one of them. And everyone in that party, in one way or the other, they are connected to those two people who are wedding. Not so. Are you together? When you go in your outskirts where you stay, ladies and gentlemen, when you meet someone, if you meet this person maybe where? Kasubi. By default, either they work there or that's where they stay. Man, how are you? Do you also stay around? Yeah, but I'm looking for this place. They say, yeah, this is my place. I know this place properly. You want that place where they sell movies from? Yeah. Go like this, like this, like this. Oh, thank you so much. By the way, my name is Hamson. What did I use? Movies. Location. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, when you go to chat, or even on social media, ladies and gentlemen, as you are working out your natural market, be growing your social media market. Are we together? Be growing your cold market as you are doing your warm market. When I'm calling my brothers, when I'm calling my sisters, I'm calling my relatives, I'm calling my OBs and OGs and whatever, the NDO is saying, every day, add 2 new names. Not so? Did you see that? Add 2 new names every day. As I'm adding these 2 names every day, I am building a relationship with these 2 names. As I'm working out my what? My friends, my OBs, my OGs. By the time I'm done with them, by the time they are getting done, I have a good relationship with this gentleman, with this lady I met in the supermarket. I have built trust with this person that I gave my number, or that I gave my number because I want a good necktie. The relationship, the trust has been built. Do you know the challenge? Most of us, every number we pick is a desperate contact. We are picking contacts out of desperation. That you pick someone's contact today, tomorrow. By the way, I have business. How? You mean you don't have other people who can do business with you? That's what's running in their mind. I am a stranger. You don't have brothers. How many of us have ever called a prospect and he says, are all your brothers and sisters in the business? People are going to tell you. Because you have called them prematurely. Most of us, do you know why we are presenting to very many people, but we are getting very few sign-ups? Because most of the people we are calling, if we don't show them too much money, too much of a result, they cannot join us. Because they don't trust us, they don't know us. The only thing that can get them on our side is because of the big wins that we have. And unfortunately, as a new person, you don't have the big wins. You don't have the big wins. Are we together? So, since I don't have the big wins, how do I still win in the business? I start with my people. I start with my OBs. I start with my OGs. Very many people who know me, who trust me. Are we together? Many people who know how free I was. Many people who know how honest I was. Many people who know how of a book reader I was. Many people who know how I was. Are we together? There are very many people you've grown up with. Trust these people, call them. Then, as you are calling these, as you are dealing these people, you are buying a month, 2 to 3 weeks, 2 to 1 month, 2 weeks to 1 month, as you are building trust with Hamson. As Hamson is feeling comfortable with you. Are we together? And ladies and gentlemen, there are no failures. It's all part of the process. Ladies and gentlemen, if you fail, it's okay. Do not personalize objections. When someone says no, when someone asks a question, don't take it personal. My prospects are bad. Zabange wanabera negative. Gwari mukubera negative. Even us, we are getting the same. Do you think a prospect cares about my being a top earner? Do you think they care about the money I've made? No, they don't care. The same way you prospect, the same way I prospect. The same way I'm rejected, the same way you are rejected. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, if they are not interested then they are not interested. This is not a rejection. It's normal. They're saying, build up your emotional resilience. Guys, don't be crybabies. Don't be crybabies. Because someone has said, you know, business in just like that. And off you go. Guys, let me ask you, do you attach value to the money you pay like I do? Me, one commitment I have made ever since I joined MLM, every company I've signed up in 1 week, I must make my money back. Because one thing I was taught in accounting is, you don't start making profit before you get your capital back. Before you break even, you've not started doing what? You've not started business. The goal of every businessman. Do you remember Kamas? Who is a rational businessman? What's the goal of a rational businessman? To earn what? Profit. That's the goal of every rational businessman. And I'm a rational businessman. I cannot say, because the prospector said no, I let my 5.5 I pay go like that because of your no. No way. How? Guys, you are too rich. Some of you are too rich. How can a prospect say, these products cannot work? Then you say, people are saying products don't work, so I'm leaving the business. You people. Is that how you're going to survive in business? What if these people in downtown, how many of us have gone to Nachivubo? And you see these boys pulling your shirts. Have they pulled your shirts? Yes. Once? Twice? Every day they pull them, as long as you pass by. But those guys will pull you, and they pull you, and they pull you, and they pull you, until you accept to buy. Are we together? What if how many of us have gone in a show? At a certain moment, at a certain particular time, you enter into a boutique and you see all of you three walking out without buying anything. Has it happened? Very many times. Very many times. What if those people were like us? Because 3 people have refused to eat my food. Let me close and follow them. Let me throw away the saucepans. Let me throw away the warmers I've bought because people have said no. Then you're not a businessman. You're in the wrong place. You're in the wrong place. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to attach value to the money we pay. I want us, ladies and gentlemen, to accept that we are also business people. We are not in a fantasy. We are in business. We are businessmen. The challenges are going to be there, but they are part of life. They are part of the process. Are we together? When someone says no, guys, me, what I do is I go and do the research. If I fail to answer the question of how do I get to people, if I don't answer it well, I go and polish. I have gone to the CEO very many times, countless times. You cannot imagine. Every time I'm meeting him, I have a question. Every time I meet him, I have a question. After the sale, I was going to the guy. Man, what is the best on how to do this NDO? I know. I've been in MLM for 12 years. I have launched thousands of people. I have trained thousands of people. But that does not stop me from doing what? To go and do research. Why? Because yesterday, Dawn asked me a question and I didn't have the best answer. How many of us have ever answered a question, but you feel this is not the best answer? Has it happened? I'm being honest with you. I've closed people. Guys, I know how to close. I trust myself on closing. But there are times when I've closed and I tell the prospect genuinely, come back tomorrow. We finish up the business. Because you know what? I feel my close was not the best. I accept. I am someone who has learned to accept that I have failed and I go and improve. Guys, it's not a crime to make a mistake. No. It's not a crime to fail. It's not a crime. It's not. It's not a crime. It's a stepping stone to being better. It's an eye-opener. They are simply saying, Hamson, you are not as good as you thought you are. Go and get better. You are not a good closer like you thought you are. Go and get better. There is a gentleman 1 month ago. I have accepted I failed to close him. I've accepted. I accepted. Guys, it's not because I'm a loser. But you know what? I went and said so. When another person comes in the same context like this one, how do I handle it this time? That's what you do. That's what you do. You don't go back and now start crying and start organizing pity parties. You call upline number 1, upline, biganye. Upline number 2, biganye. Upline wawulide, byaganye. You go to the crossroads. Have you heard? Yesterday I was rejected. You find everyone in business knows how of a bad closer you are. And you're going out saying, do you know why our parents, even when they will go to the bars, even when they will go to the social gathering, you could never hear your parents say, Omana wange musiru mu class. Never. Never. I never heard my parents anywhere talk in the public that my son is bad. Do you know what you're simply saying as you're telling people? You are the amateur. You're the what? You're the amateur. As you're telling people, I have failed. They're like, okay, I think a weak guy. You're simply telling us a weak guy. You're simply telling us to know what? You don't even know what you're doing. You're simply showing us of how of a weak person you are. That's what you're telling us. I want you to go back and fight back. Go and read more. Go and get better. Are we together? Don't go telling the public of how you have failed 1,000 times. Go to the first upline, the second upline, tell them, you know what, man, upline. So someone asked me this question. I told them this. How should I have said it? You go to another person, upline, I want a better version. Someone has told me that when they say, I don't have 2 people, that I'm supposed to talk about support, talk about spillovers. Is it true? Is it right? What's the best version? All together. There you're looking for answers. You're not going on everywhere crying. I want to OQATA. But have you realized that people don't like OQATA anymore? Man, for us we like it. For us we even love it. For us we're even obsessed about it. Go away with your negativity. I'm not saying don't come with your challenges. Come. But don't come and don't make them a mountain. Don't make them a what? A mountain. Ladies and gentlemen, no does not always mean never. Some people join you later. Your job is to present to them. And finally, focus on the numbers. There are 2 principles in business. These principles have appeared very many times in very many trainings. As long as you're talking about MLM success and numbers, this comes up. In MLM, no matter how good or bad you are at talking to people, if you talk to, underline the word enough. If you talk to enough people, write it, those who are taking notes, write it in bold letters and in capital letters and bolden it. Fatten it. Enough people, you will find someone interested in you. Have you talked to enough people is the question. I was in Mbarara. I want us to do self-evaluation in this session. I was in Mbarara. I met this gentleman and asked him, man, how is business? Business is good. His upline had been praising him to me. Every time I talk to him, man, how is business? How are you guys? They are good. How is this guy? He's very good. There's this upcoming guy. There's this superstar of mine. He's very good. He's there every day. I said, okay. So I meet this guy when I go there. I ask him, so how is business? Very good. How are things going? Very well. How have you talked to your OBs and ODs? Yeah, very many of them. How long are you in business? 3 months. How many have you talked to? Very many. How many? 25. I said, you're wasting time in business. Ladies and gentlemen, how many of us are full-timers like me? You're a full-timer and you're proud about it. With the confidence, raise your hand up. Up, up. Lift it up, lift it up, lift it up. In the last 2 months, how many people have you talked to? The last 2 months. How many have you presented to? Ladies and gentlemen, I told this gentleman, actually, I was not pissed at the gentleman. I was pissed at the upline, who was always telling me, this gentleman is a superstar. This gentleman is too good. And I spoke to 25 people in 3 months. That's a very small number. Some of us uplines, I want us to hit on our chests and tell ourselves, I will not set a low benchmark anymore. I want us to repeat together. I will not set a low benchmark anymore. 1, 2, 3, go. I will not set a low benchmark anymore. Let me ask you, ladies and gentlemen, in 3 months, if your downline has talked to 25 people and you're calling them a superstar, you're posting them everywhere, what do you want the amateur, the slow one, to do? What do you want them to do? How many do you want them to talk to? 5 people in 3 months? And expect this person to make money? No way. No? No way. Are we together? And ladies and gentlemen, number 2, the other principle is, no matter how good you are, you should expect to hear the word no. More than the yes. Me too. It happens. I have got more no's than the yeses I've gotten from this business. There's a gentleman, that guy, I'll never forget him. I didn't take it personal, but I'll never forget him. I remember talking to this guy. This guy comes, I present the guy, I buy my meals. Like, I treated them like kings and queens. As you remember how we started OQATA, how we were doing things. You know, when the guy went back and said, man, I'm sorry, I cannot join your business. I started looking at the bill I paid. I looked at the fuel I bought. And I said, I felt bad. I felt very bad. But let me tell you, ladies and gentlemen, all of us are getting pure nose. Not even nose in disguise, but pure and direct nose. All of us. When you get it, always remember, even Hamson got one yesterday. Always remember that. Always remember, even Aziz got it yesterday. I want that as you talk to your people and they say no, always go and ask your friend, when did you last get a no? They will tell you in the last 2 days that I've gotten enough of them. Are we together? I've gotten enough of them. There are people, how many of us have been in a circle, you are closing as an upline, guys are just looking at you like this. I'm like, man, does this guy know me talk to? The guy doesn't care. I'm not the one who's paying his bills. My money does not pay his transport. So he doesn't give a damn about what? My money. All of us, when we move out of this building, I don't move out as an emerald. I don't move out as a top 2. I don't move out as a car achiever. No, I move out like you. All of us get the equal share. All of us. There are people we brought here and they refused to join because of the CEO. They refused. You were not there at the beginning. Me, joining areas, the guy is very rich. Man, I don't want to make him richer. Didn't you hear those statements? The Hamsons, those guys, they made money. For them, they want to keep shifting us everywhere. Man, I cannot join them. Let them go alone. I said, it's okay. There's a downline of mine I called. Man, no, he was not even my downline. He was even a prospect. Hamson, are you not tired of calling me for all your things and I tell you I'm not interested? Why are you bothering me? Don't you have other people? I said, yes, I have them. There is a gentleman I prospected as I end my training. May I want to tell you that we've also got them. I got this gentleman. I prospected him for my first company. The guy said no. I sent him a message. I sent him a message. I sent him a message for another company. The guy still said no. I sent him for OQATA. You know what the guy did? He was very polite. He went and copied my message for my first company. Hi, how are you? Very powerful opportunity. That's sort of the same. He copied, pasted, then the second company, man, a new one, very hot, very unique, the best chap. He copied, pasted. Then he got even this last one. Hi, a very Pan-African company. Chap, he pasted. Hamson. All these are companies you're telling me. Have you not understood that I am not interested in working with you? I said, thank you so much. See you next time. Trust me, I will call him again. I'll call him again. Because I'm looking for prospects again. You never know. The guy might change. We are always hopeful. We are always positive. You never know. You never know. You never? How many of us have called a number? It is busy. You call again, it's busy. You call, it is off. You again, you call again, it is off. You keep trying. You never know it will go on. You never know. The guy will find and say, I think, Hamson, you have persisted enough. Now I am ready. Me, I'm waiting for that today. And I will still go for him. There's a gentleman that told Nicholas, please block me. Please delete my number. Never send me these messages again. Nicholas sent again. Chip, it goes. The guy said, you man, what did I tell you? I think I sent it accidentally. You know you sent it intentionally, but when the guy becomes very rough, you say, it was an accident. It was a wrong message. By the way, guys, all of us are getting them all together. It's normal. But you know what? Today we enjoy them. Today we enjoy them. There's one who called me. I called him. Hi, how are you, man? How is the going? The guy said, Hamson, you're a scam like the scams. You do what you do. Even send me a message in the inbox. And fortunately, I was going to respond. The guy had blocked me already. He didn't even see my response. Are we together? I'm telling you, ladies and gentlemen, even if you are the best, even if you're making 500 million per day, they will say no to you. People always find a reason of saying no. But also, most importantly, not everyone will be a marketeer. Not everyone will be a networker. Not everyone wants supplements. Not everyone. There are people who believe in their deity. And that's them. Are we together? Ladies and gentlemen, final thought. The last slide. They're saying, the final thought is, give yourself enough time to succeed. Stay in the game long enough to get good enough. Ladies and gentlemen, I want us to prepare for a presentation, but tomorrow, let us make it a groundbreaking event. Let us make it a pace-setting event for us tomorrow. As the CEO, will be doing what? Will be taking us through. Ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much. Have a blessed day. Kandi kugambashi nzo kuganiriza katirele shanka munana mwenda presentation nayo wena kasha munana morning.
This one takes 1 hour.
Yeah. Jackson hour. Hey. Thank you, sir. Shami, how are you? I'm okay. Hmm? Thank you.
With prospect are fresh, bigger team, bigger than what I have already. See what's the message?
Bekino okubeera.
I'm playing Aziz. How are you? Never saw Aziz. I'm already prospecting. Yes, Aziz. I'm negative.
Yes, Sam. So wazanga ndi mu meeting. Jangu ku level 3. My hair is too dirty. Motoka yange eddugala bubi. Emotoka.
The phone is offline. The phone can't go forward.
Jalia. Ladies and gentlemen, Tim is a down of this gentleman, Amun. These are guys who are working with him. So he had come to buy codes and summary orders yesterday. Came yesterday evening. Then I was with in the evening when I was calling you. Hello? Sebo? Njao Liota. Very good English. Yeah, wagarukire. Hey. Mwene birebe bigumire.
How is business there?
Business, well, me, I have celebrated Damien. I've been there for now 1 month.
How is it going?
Not bad. It's a green flag. Despite the weather, tempo is very challenging. It rains in the afternoon. And regularly. So we have to move long distances under the rain. Then it's hot with a lot of dust.
I have been there. I have been there.
You know. But the people are understanding. Despite some challenging situation. You sleep knowing anytime someone will knock your door. Not on you.
That's why they told me last month there's a time they woke up and
Yeah.
Okay. Mwisho na nkazi zanje zazigambira nshinyi na job. Naikunda mubanja John. Iza za job. Nani? Eh. Nenda action nakuteranya John amubuze naendembera sente zanje zasigire naenda zene. Naweza kwata umuntu warabanje. Namugambira. Fresh araza kubatera. Kama baraza kwija just babuzabuza cyo babuzabuza then bagenda.
And you had said that you also wanted for that.